Well, good evening, everyone. I do not have an opening for this because I didn't plan on doing a third show a week, but we'll see how it goes with the family. I want to definitely do more solo shows. Welcome to Sporking News Podcast, by the way. My name is Scott. Hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're new here. We talk about fandom stuff. We talk about dork stuff. We slip into politics. We slip into, social justice warrior idiot stuff. We also, not me personally, we talk about them. I like pop culture. I said popcorn culture. God, I'm starting this out great by myself. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody is well. We're going to be talking about Joss Whedon coming back at you because Josh just won't sail off into the sunset because he's an idiot. We'll probably talk a little Miss Marvel. We might talk a little Naomi. Rupert Grint of Harry Potter fame. Didn't know he calls J.K. Rowling his auntie. We'll probably talk a little Game of Thrones, i.e. The House of the Dragon, because I will be definitely covering that when that comes out because I'm a George R. Martin. Oh, God, he said it already. I didn't even see that parrot head. Scott wants to have George R. love child. That could be correct. I am a simp for George R. Martin. I do not like hearing bad things about the man, even though I may talk a little rough about him because I hold him to a higher standard. I want my book. As Gary from Nerdrotic said today on his live, it's almost 4,000 days. 11 years since. I don't even know why I'm wearing this headset. I don't have anybody else on with me. It's been 11 years since we got the last book. So we're going to probably talk about that too, but let's see who is in the chat. Bear stopped by earlier. He said the whole Scott, nothing but the Scott. Thank you, Bear. Tina can't be here with us tonight because she's got like a 1 a.m. call tomorrow. So it's early to bed for her, but Tina's always representing. So thank you, Tina. She's also a channel member. Feel free to become a channel member. I think we're near 50 channel members, which no one could ever tell me that before. And because of my channel members and a couple other bigger YouTubers, that's why I'm doing a solo stream. I need to read the chat, and it's hard to do that with a panel. So I'm glad you're all here. The Gilkman says hi there. Well, hi, Gilkman. Then he dislikes for waiting. We also have Pope Metallicus I saying hi to the Gilk and then saying I was late. And that is true. Gilk says I simp for anyone. That's pretty correct also. Pope Metallicus I, it's true, but we love him anyways. Thanks, buddy. The free folk of the fandom who, when I do start covering House of the Dragons, we'll definitely have him back on. Follow him, guys. He has a YouTube channel. He is also a bit of a head. I think you got late into the game, didn't you? But you enjoy it, so he likes to talk about it. So that's what we're going to do. Ahoy! What about? How are you? Andy. McCallum. I love that name. How you doing, my friend? I hope I say it right. McCallum. It's just such a good name. Marks47 says, I'm going to stick with whichever stream does not say, promise me. I will try not to say it. I will try. Red Gaze. What a white guy. That is me. I know. It's like weird having me at like the whole screen. I'm not used to it. I haven't been making videos in a long time, so it's kind of weird. Keely Chow says, hail. Ruggo, what's up, dude? Hail, Scott, and chat. And the Time Prophet. He's a cranky old man, but I love him. How are you? RR coming over because RR was just on Tommy's stream in the chat. Tommy has an awesome stream. Tommy, if you're in the chat, tell us what time it's at. Anybody that's a mod, please share whoever's link, your own link. I want to help people out, whoever we can help. We got 15 people watching right now. That's what I was expecting for impromptu Monday night live stream of my own when Drunk 3PO has an actor on and other people. That guy, dude, really? Share some of the love. God dang. Who else do we have? We have Lola Meatz. I haven't seen you in so long. Hey, Sporking, how are you? The Time Prophet. Once again, Sam McCabe. For some reason, I don't know what it is, and people might get mad at me for this, other YouTubers that are trying to build their channels, and I mean no disrespect, but anytime I see a McCabe, I want to put them on my panel. They're just such nice guys. So if you guys are not subscribed to, I don't know if it's Nick and Sam McCabe, share the link, guys, or Sam and Nick McCabe, but they have a channel together, and they're pushing, trying to get up to the I think they're past 100 now, maybe 200 mark. So I hope they're doing well. The Gilkman has a great channel. So please, even though he calls me Sporking is weird, Bone is in the house, and Bone says, greeting people. This is kind of cool that I'm actually just like reading the chat. We might just do this all night. You passed so far. That was a test. Thank you. See, I'm good. Culture Casino. I could use you doing this stuff for me in the background because you're good at that stuff. Bright as Day, who I'm hopefully going to hire as an editor because he's freaking awesome. You guys don't know Bright as Day, please check out Zach's channel. He does like a lot of like, he'll take redheads. He likes redheads. He has a thing for redheads. I've noticed that. There's the Nick and Sam channel. Thank you, buddy. Metal sporks or plastic sporks? That's a good question. Any spork will do. But working on something with a spork, a little merch stuff, because my good friend Culture Casino is smart. So we're really working on it. But okay, so hello everybody. Fandom is falling apart. Not as us a fandom, as DC is just lost their mind. MCU is MCU. We all know that. Every direction you look, it's, gender. It's all about gender and sexuality with these people, not the actual content of the show. Actually, I was going to share the Josh Wheaton one first, but I'm going to share this one first because I watched the first episode of this, and it's definitely like a teenage CW superhero show. But Naomi, it wasn't a bad first episode, but Naomi's LGBT arc could fix one of Smallville's biggest setbacks. What? By the way, I have the best wife in the world. She gave me cake. And it's keto friendly. Go figure. Yeah. What was wrong? Smallville? What happened with Smallville? So it says, after the premiere of the CW's Naomi, it's clear this teen series has an LGBT arc to focus on that could fix one of Smallville's biggest setbacks. So I know in the episode, there's like a girl who like works at a comic book store, I think, who has like colored hair, very attractive young lady. I think she has a crush because Naomi's talking to her parents about like the guys she was dating and not dating. And that girl comes up and the father's, in the army. Oh, I didn't know. Like, come on. Come on. It's your teenage daughter. Like, I'm sorry. I got two girls. I love them no matter who they love. But that first moment you find out, I'd be like, okay, that's a little bit of a shock. Is there something wrong with that? Is it wrong to be honest anymore? I don't know. I feel like I would accept my kids any way they come because I love the hell out of them. And whoever they love better be good enough for them, man or woman. But I would tell you that instant of, oh, by the way, Dad, I'm this. I think it would shock me a little bit. Let me know if you would in the chat too. You're saying plastic? I don't know, Andy. I don't know. Amazing people in the chat tonight. You're absolutely right. We're up to 17 people. I got to say my Wednesday and Saturday shows, guys, you guys have been killing it. Sometimes peak out at 70, 90. I don't know why, but it's probably because of the panel. But I appreciate it. I really do. Like, you guys have been amazing to me. And there's not much I can say about that. Yes, we got a guinea pig swarm. What time does your show start, Tommy? Let everybody know in the chat. Did you see Peacemaker? I watched 3 episodes of it. Let's take her off for a second. I watched those first 3 episodes they put out. First of all, I can't stand John Cena. I lost all faith and he's lost all credibility with me. When you see the man, all he said was Taiwan, first stop in the country of Taiwan. And then he's next day is like, like apologizing to the CCP. Like, I'm sorry. You are not a real American. You only care about the stash you're in. Meaning cash. That was pathetic. So it was tough for me to even give it a chance. I mean, I love James Gunn's work. I think he did well with the newer Suicide Squad. I didn't like the movie, but he did better. And, I love his work. I think the guy's talented. Do I like him as a person? I don't know him, so I couldn't tell you that. But what I can tell you is Peacemaker is a joke. First of all, the toughest person in the show is a small blonde-haired angry woman that just wants to drink her beer and be left alone. There's some funny parts. Don't get me wrong. I laughed, but it just takes this. He's just an idiot. And I guess that's the character, but see, I don't know the character in the books. So if anybody knows the character in the books, let us know in the chat. Is he that much of like a just daddy issues? And don't forget, daddy is, the Grand Poobah, the Ku Klux Klan, whatever you call those guys. Grand Wizard, is it? Something like that. You have to have the super intelligent dad who created this room of just weapons, somehow massive room in this little like raised ranch, but yet he has to be the white supremacist. Taught his son to grow up to hate anybody. Tells him to go out and kill a bad word for a Jewish person. Like, so we get it. He grew up in a really bad situation. But I don't know. I don't know do you guys like the show? Let me know what you think about it. I think it's another attempt at making a white male lead look like an idiot and a racist. And they're going to teach him that he's wrong and we're going to make him good. I didn't like it. So back to Naomi though. Apparently Naomi has 3 potential suitors. Yes. Veering into Mary Sue territory. Like she's perfect. She seems like everybody loves her. I don't know about Mary Sue, but we'll wait till the powers come in. But I could say, yeah, most likely. I have to say metal. It's kind of my thing. Okay, good. Yes, please smash that like button, guys. We have 22 people watching. Thank you. I never do solo, so I really appreciate you guys watching. Please let me know if there's anything you guys want to talk about in the chat, because my solo show, hopefully on Monday nights, is all going to be about you guys. Like an hour and a half of just me talking to you guys. I'll try to keep up with the chat. If I am looking at a screen, though, just know that I can't see what you guys are writing. I just only see what's on the screen. Yeah, so let's see. We got John China. Absolutely. Mark Lizard. I love you, Mark. Love you, dude. Peacemaker was dull and it had the China cocksucker in it. Yep. There goes my advertising. But you're absolutely right, dude. It wasn't exciting. It was okay. So this is what Sporking should be your new name. We'll talk about that. Bone says, thanks for the tip. I won't be watching Peacemaker anytime soon. John Simpa says, Pope Metallicus, one man show. Greetings, my friend. Yeah, I feel about the same as you. Yeah. Oh, Machini. Guys, check out Machini. He has a live stream coming up. Right? Live stream, or is it premiere Machini? Coming up in a little while himself. If you do want to go check it out and come back, that's fine. Or if not come back, that's fine. Or check it out after, that's fine. Because we all support each other. Because we're just, we're underground fans. We're just the underground. CC Pina. Absolutely. The opening credits were too much for me. Yeah, like that dance number. I just skipped it. I didn't even watch it once. I just knew it was going to be weird. It was dull. So what I've come to realize with all these type of shows that are coming from like a cinema, like the movie world. So you have like anything coming out of the DCEU, anything coming out of the MCU, anything coming out of Star Wars. They try to make shows, but the problem is even if they're only 6 episodes, which I don't know what the Peacemaker is. I heard it might be like 11, but look at the Book of Boba Fett. It's 6 episodes, 7 episodes long, 7. And I feel like it is dragging into episode 3. Going into episode 4, it has dragged on. Like, it's like they had an idea for a movie and they just were like, let's just get that. Let's just do that. And it's ridiculous. Just make the movie. Like, if you can't make an actual series that's compelling for us to watch, and everybody defends it, and anybody here, you have a right to love what you love. I might think your taste sucks, but I don't think you do. And I might disagree with you on stuff, but that doesn't make me hate you. Now, on the flip side, if you do not like these things, a lot of people get mad at you. They call you a hater, say you don't like anything. Makes me remember not to read a lot of the DMs that are sent to me and stuff on my chats. Not my chats, but on my stuff. It's crazy, man. Like, I want quality entertainment. Is that too much to ask? I thought the new Spider-Man was really good. I thought it was really good because of Andrew Garfield. Like, did I like the whole movie? Actually, I didn't. It was very Tom Holland MCU until Andrew Garfield came in. And just his little... Dude, that moment... Spoiler. Please mute for like 30 seconds, not even. I'm about to do a spoiler, and I'll give you this sign when I'm done. But 1, 2, 3, spoiler. When Andrew Garfield, and you knew this was going to be the setup, catches Zendaya, because I'm not calling her Mary Jane, or MJ. I'm not calling her MJ. But Zendaya. And he's like, are you all right? And like, you just see his relief that he saved somebody. And you can actually tell, like, he, instead of worrying about, because like in the second Amazing Super Spider-Man, he catches her with his web, and that's what, like, he just doesn't get her in time. It either breaks her back, her head hits, something like that. This time he like works so hard on his dive. Like, he launches himself so he doesn't have to catch her with the webbing. Like, just that attention to detail and his acting was fantastic. We're back. Okay. We got a couple super chats. All right. That's awesome. Let's read. I don't want to skip anybody, so let's keep reading. Maki, it's a video Maki's sketch diary at 4 p.m. every Monday. So that is what, 9 p.m. my time, I believe? Or did it already happen? Wait a minute, 4 p.m. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so you already did it. Right? I am so bad with that. If you did, guys, Makini, put it in the link. Put the link to your video in there. Please, guys, check it out. There's 23 of you. Please hit the like button and share. Ryan Reynolds, Van Wilder. Naomi is a moan backwards. Moans and groans. Today's Hollywood. Glinser, I don't even know what you mean, but damn it, I agree with you. The Time Prophet. The Porking Dump could be a shit show. That is true. Hail everybody. Red Gaze. I gotta stop saying I hate when people do that. Red Gaze, sup brother? No worries. I did it again. I've watched 3 episodes of Boba Fett, and so far no book. The movie spin-offs are a waste in every way. Netflix actually did the genre better. I don't know what you wanted to say there. Andy says, proud member of this channel. Keep it up, Scott. Dude, Andy, how did you find me? Was that through, who was that through? Because I remember I was on somebody's stream and you were in the chat. Someone I love. I know that much. And you were in the chat, and I want to say she. Who was it? Who was it? All I know is, man, you've been dedicated since, and I appreciate it. Length is no indicator of pace. 20 episodes can fly by. 6 episodes can drag. It's weird like that. And I agree. What I'm saying is this. If you can't make a show compelling in 6, do it in 4. Like, do I need, out of a 50-minute episode, 30 minutes of it as a so-called flashback? And do we have to make the sand people, like, why has all of a sudden sand people become a bad word? These people are savages, okay? I'm not talking about anyone on Earth or in this galaxy. Remember, it is a galaxy far, far away. Don't forget that. Now, we're talking about a savage culture that was taking pop shots at Anakin Skywalker when he was driving. They didn't live close. They had to travel there. We're taking pop shots at a little kid on a pod racer. But yet, now we want to make sure that they're lovable, defensive people. They're not attackers. They only defend their area. That is bull. I mean, when Kenobi is worried about them coming back after he rescues Luke in A New Hope, they're badass. So why not make them badass? I just think the show was stupid to make. Boba Fett gained weight in the Sarlacc pit. I heard Gary say that, and he's absolutely right. I think the actor is giving it his all. You know what? I did watch that, and I wanted you guys. I don't know if you guys seen the Data Racer. Data Racer is awesome on Twitter, and he had the actor from the Book of Boba Fett talking about not wanting the character to speak more. Because, come on. How much does he actually speak in the movies. How much do you even see him in the movies and he became such a big character? I really don't know. Crazy, man. Eric K's in the house, dude. That's awesome. I love seeing Eric. Emotional unstable amphibian. How are you? Hey, Scott. Andrew Garfield was too good looking for Peter Parker. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I didn't like his Peter Parker. It was like emo. He was a skater. He was actually tough. He stuck up for people when usually it's just Peter getting picked on, not the other person. I got to say, Tom Holland's Peter is better than Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is probably the best one out of the three. And that's somebody who grew up in the Tobey era. I just thought his wise New York cracking like sense of humor, I thought he did much better as Spider-Man. The whole package has to be Tobey. So Tom Holland is a better Peter. Andrew Garfield is a better Spidey, but when you want the package, it's Tobey. Let's see. So yeah, if you're talking about Peacemaker, he got all emotional. I think that's what you're talking about. He cried. I killed Rick Fly. Oh man, that was pathetic. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, $4.99. Thank you, brother. Keep on sporking in the utensils world. You know, keep on sporking in the utensil world. Can I say, off topic, I'm glad I'm solo because I can talk a lot. If you guys didn't know that, I was in Pittsburgh, younger man, back in my days when I used to partake in stuff. And I went and saw Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. I think they were touring in the late 90s, maybe. Me and my buddy Seth, we went and saw them. So at the end of the concert, they did like 2 encores. And then Neil Young went into Keep on Rockin' in the Free World. And you could see the other members like looking like we weren't supposed to do this. We were supposed to walk off stage. What's going on? And they literally, after that song was over, he went into Old Man and they like slowly crept off the stage. And he did like 4 or 5 more songs. I might've been really high. Maybe he only did 1. I don't know, but it felt like it. And then he jammed out with Keep on Rockin' in the Free World again at the very end. It was like a third set, not even an encore. It was a third set. It was awesome. Sorry, let's move on. Free folk of Fandom, Spider-Man. Dude, I don't know what NWH means. Sacrifice Dr. Strange to give us Andrew and Tobey, and you're absolutely right. They did. I mean, he was locked in his own mirrored, world, mirror dimension for 2/3 of the movie. Like the dude got in there. How can he get out? Come on, that's stupid. He's the most powerful wizard. Like, he's supposed to be the best of us. You remember that from Endgame? He was supposed to be the best of us. So, you're telling me he can get trapped in his own mirror world, mirror dimension. I don't believe that. Okay. By the way, Rip, you dick. Oh, I forgot you're a fan too. We did have a good season. Could I just, jumping into sports real quick. Any of you Patriot fans out there that rip Mac Jones, you're an idiot. Okay? At the beginning of the year when we had Cam Newton most likely going to be our starter, did you say in the back of your head, hey, if this kid gets a chance and wins maybe 7 games and we have a decent season and we could see something in the future, that's worth it. That's worth it to me. And then the minute they go on that 7-game run, everyone's like, Super Bowl or bust. And the kid lost to Allen in Buffalo. Well, guess what? Allen looked like crap his first year. Okay? Peyton Manning looked like crap his first year. The only person, see, we were blessed with Tom Brady. I get that. But you cannot hold this kid's rookie season against him. I wouldn't hold his sophomore season against him. By season 3, we should see what really Mac Jones can do. Sorry, I'm excited. This is fun. Andrew redeemed himself in No Way Home. Absolutely. Mark, what's up? Better damn old keys. There you go. I found you through my friend. Yeah, Jessie Milestone. That's it. Wow, I blanked there, dude. Jessie is awesome. I got to get her back on the channel. Jessie and I have been playing tag for like the last 6 months I love Jessie. I am an open door policy type of person. If you're good to me, I'll be cool with you. I don't care what goes on elsewhere in the tube. Okay? Yeah, because petty arguments always jump up with people, and Jessie's really good at arguing. I love her for that. But she has been nothing but good to me. So I will back her. I back a lot of people. You guys, I mean, I support everybody. This man has pretty much helped me create my channel and keep it growing, so number one in my book. Yeah, he really did. I love Toby's presence there too. I do too. Sorry, Time Prophet. I love reading every single one because I don't know what people are saying. It seems Doomcock's reasons for liking Peacemaker was because the lesbians saw her girlfriend's. That was a funny scene. Funny scene. She didn't understand how to link her WhatsApp or something. There were some funny scenes, but as a superhero, if you could even call him that, as a vigilante, he's no he's no original Punisher, not the peaceful weird one without a skull on his shirt. Could someone explain that to me? I don't even know what's going on with that. I just saw it and was like, I'm not even touching this. Could someone please explain that to me? I've been on her channel a few times. Hopefully we will be on this. Dude, I'm down with that. Talk to her. Reach out. Let me know. I will totally be on one of Jeff's these streams again with you. And I love Jeff too. Jeff's a good dude. Jawas become mechanics. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, back to Book of Boba Fett. How do you take one of the most badass... Okay, Darth Vader had to turn to him and was like, don't disintegrate anyone. I want him alive. You're badass when you're in a room filled of bounty hunters and Darth Vader turns to you and tells you to chill the frig out because I want him alive. That's a badass character. He was smart. He outwitted Han Solo by going in with the trash. In Slave One, because that's the name of his ship. Don't care what you say. That's what it is. I feel like we got Boba Fett light. So let's hear from the actor himself. I missed this part on Gary's stream today, but I did hear him say he was going to show it. So I haven't watched this yet, actually. Yep, that's Machini's stuff. Sorry, Mach, if I showed your stuff. Here we go.
I was hoping not to say as much as I have already in the first two episodes. I speak far too much. In fact, in the beginning, I was trying to get past my lines on to Ming Na. And I'd always say, excuse me, director, I really feel that Ming Na should say these lines because I want to stay mysterious. Right. I want to stay quiet.
But then I caught on. He wasn't just trying to be a very generous actor.
Can I say even though I think she's 50 maybe, and he's definitely up there in age, they both look fantastic. Just hope it has nothing weird Hollywood involved, if you know what I mean.
Which he is. He was just trying to parlay some of the work to me.
He's shirking his responsibility.
So yeah, but and even when because obviously John's one of the key writers. So
this is the part to listen to.
Sometimes I'd always say, I think this is too much. I think this is too much. Then I'd go to, what was the other guy's name? Noah. I'll try and get.
Oh, Noah. Yes, Noah. Mm-hmm.
I remember, of course, John actually went away to Atlanta. So I rang Noah that night and I said, Noah, the scene tomorrow, I'm talking too much. This Boba doesn't talk this much. Look, I've got all these paragraphs here. I think we should get rid of it. And John's gone to Atlanta, so don't tell him.
Okay, we're listening, right? So Jon Favreau is the main writer, I believe, for the whole series. A lot of people were like, oh, he did only episode 1. No, he's the main writer for the whole series. It was his idea to make Boba Fett like this. So everybody out there, and I know a lot of us agree on this and a lot disagree. That's fine. But everybody out there that said he's the savior of Star Wars, I thought he left the MCU because I watched his movie Chef, or the one where he's in a food truck. I watched that movie and I took it as almost like him trying to explain what happened with Marvel, because he's with this big corporate restaurant and the owner's not a bad dude, but he still wants it the same way every time because that's how we did it, and that's no experimenting with different dishes. So what does he do? He breaks free, goes out on his own, gets his little food truck, and he's able to create what he wants to create. That's what I thought happened with him in Marvel, that he got pushed out because he wanted to go maybe a darker route with the Tony Stark and the Avengers. And I thought when he came to Star Wars, we were going to have something there. I did not like The Mandalorian from episode 1 on. And I got a lot of hate for that. And I remember everybody who said it because, it was the savior. Everyone was so amped. And for a moment, like a lot of people I love out there became like SJWs. Like, if you don't agree, you're not a real fan. The truth of the matter is, it sucked. When you put Boba Fett in season 2, and Sasha Banks' character, right? Sasha Banks? I think that's her name. Character, he tries to throw her and she stands firm and holds him back. Yet he could throw a grown man across the room. What? What is going on? Okay, so now we come into this show, and the Boba Fett we know, this should have been a movie made 20 years ago if they wanted to do this. He got fatter. He got much older. I don't know if that's the acids burned his face, made him look older, and he got fat on, I don't know, eating stormtroopers in there. I don't know. But now he's this peaceful guy because he got captured, assaulted, beaten, teased by a little kid, and he wanted to stay with this group. That's not my Boba Fett. Boba would have escaped and killed everybody, came back and killed them all. But don't forget, now the Sand People are peaceful and loving, and they're just misunderstood because we are putting our world, and I want to say, their prejudices, their stereotypes, their this idea that the Sand People must relate to a minority, but yet they're not really a minority on that planet. I mean, they were there. They're the indigenous people, maybe like Native Americans. Like, is that what it is? I don't understand why we have to show them. They were savage, man. And that is not a bad word. Like Mark with a C said the other night when I was on the Dark Council, savages. That's what we wanted. So let's hear what else he has to say. It's almost over.
And then next minute that morning on set, I get a call from Atlanta. John wants you to say all that dialogue.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, Jon Favreau, everybody thought he was going to be a savior. I don't see it. A lot of people said this too. If he had all this power, if he was going to be the next head of Lucasfilms, like everybody thought, everybody had, look, I don't have sources, so I can't say what people learn. I hate when people are like, oh, your sources, you don't have sources. Bullshit. I know people have sources, but sources could be wrong. The whole Kathleen Kennedy thing, it was more, I feel like we were hoping, and they didn't listen to the fans. So Jon Favreau is under her boot. That's what I think. What are you going to do? Andy's, oh yeah, we already did that one. I can't watch Boba Fett without thinking that of him in Short Lane Street. He played a doctor in New Zealand soap. The only New Zealand show I know is The Almighty Johnsons, and I friggin' wish they had more seasons. That show was awesome. That would be a show I wouldn't mind if they remade here in America, but like kept the heart of it, because you can't. Yeah, they probably wouldn't be able to make it if you think about it. The one that made people fall in love with him. I forgot what character he was. Yeah, they would never allow that now, or it'd be weird and freaky. Yeah. I don't want to spoil the film either, but by now people should have watched it, so we could speak freely. But Defoe and Andrew stole the show. I think Toby, that was a great way for him to just walk out on it, like into the sunset. I mean, he's like my age, in his mid-40s. Like, do you really want to keep doing Spider-Man? I don't know if he would. It would be kind of cool to see Spider-Man at that age, but I really kind of want to see this Andrew Garfield that didn't hold back his punches. I found that to be really interesting. We'll be moving on very shortly here. Sorry to hear that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not. You always say that, Nicholas Hampson. Sporking in the steel world. Keep on sporking in the steel world. I like it, Zach. Clip that, baby. All right. Let's see. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. What is that? Berenstein Bears? Yeah, they try to tell you it's Berenstain. That's total Mandela effect. I will go into that if you want to hear about the Mandela effect, because it's real. I know it is. What's up, Nick? Good to see you, brother. Let's see. So let's get into the Wheaton. We got Andy for $2 saying Jess and Jeff are wonderful. I'll ask message her. Yeah, dude, that'd be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun. All right, so I want to talk about Wheaton. I have not, if you guys are new here, we have 29 people watching. Wow, thank you guys. That is awesome. I did not expect that. Josh Wheaton, I think this is the one I want to read. Nope. Josh Wheaton. This is the one. Okay. So, like I said, I probably won't be able to see what's going on in the chat, so let me check it real quick, make sure I don't miss any super chats. Here we go. Pope Metallicus I for $5. Hell, Clint Eastwood played a trilogy of classics where we don't even know his name. Yes. Tamaro's right. They can do better by saying less. Dude, absolutely. Freaking-lutely. I didn't even think of that. Like, he played Pale Rider, one of the best Clint Eastwood movies. You never find out who he actually is. Like, you knew he was a badass when the dude looked him in the eyes, but Unforgiven, I think we kind of find out who he is, but he still plays these quiet, just stoic men that, you know, the West was built on. And we were once again sold false goods that this was going to be Boba Fett, you know, going, kicking some butt and, you know, being the bounty hunter he should be, not hanging out with his weird biker gang, Metallica biker gang. Like, they're more like a hair band, actually. I would say they're more like the Poison biker gang, like the Poison of the rock world. I think so. I think that's good. RR says he looks like Boba Buffett. I guess he wanted to fill for Jabba's in every way. Yeah. You know what, dude, for his age, he looks good. I got to say it. Tusken Raiders are isolationist natives who hate technology and outsiders. Absolutely. That is true. They put him on a pedestal. He's a company man. Jon Favreau is. He has to be. Oh, another monster. What's up, dude? I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. I love when Nick says something. I believe it's a bit of a problem with modern writers, especially in Hollywood. They are more concerned with their own stuff than anyone else's. If it isn't their creation IP, they just don't care. I think I can agree with you on that, man. Like, it just, or they don't, it's not that they don't care. Some of them just don't understand it. I don't think they care probably is a big part of it. Yeah, most of it. I would say 20% don't understand, 80% don't care. Most likely. Eric K says, sure, why not go ahead and wear a Spider-Man outfit for the next stream? Dude, if I had one, Eric, I would. Feel free to email me at either Sporking, news podcast at gmail.com. And you can mail me one, anyone. I will wear it. Even make it tight. Make it weird. I'm fine with that. No one group is a monolith. Okay. I don't know what that means. I'm a little slow. Monolith? I thought that's like a... Oh, I'm thinking of obelisk. A monolith. Okay, I'm lost. That is the reason... Sorry, preparing dinner for a minute. Oh, okay. I'm like in people's conversations. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. So you guys keep talking. Let me read some of this article. So the undoing of Joss Whedon, the Buffy creator, once an icon of Hollywood feminism, is now an outcast accused of misogyny. How did he get here? Bum, bum, bum. Leah Shapiro. Ooh, who's that? Let's take a quick look. Okay, that is not who I thought she was. All right. And there's nothing wrong with that. In the fall of 2002, 160 scholars convened at the University of East Anglia in Norwich, England. Okay. They were in a eclectic group. Why do you have to be so smart? Theologians, philosophers, linguists, film professors, and they had a descended on the medieval city for a conference. Oh, they descended on the medieval city for the conference dedicated to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, a cult television show about a teenage girl who fights monsters while attending high school in Southern California. It was not a typical academic gathering. There were life-size cutouts, blah, 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 blah. Buffy's enemy, later her love. Professors stalked around in long black... Okay, so they wanted to be Spike. Joss Whedon, the avatar of a new religion, the founder of a new faith. Wow. Someone thought about that. The two other professors would go on to establish the Whedon Studies Associate. Wow, did he get this big with a Buffy scholarship? That's crazy. Whedon had not simply composed. Okay, so a narrative about a struggle against the forces of darkness, vampires, demons, monsters of all variety. He had taken a stand against a panoply of oppressive social forces, most obviously the force of gender stereotypes. According to the prevailing rule of Hollywood horror at the time, Whedon's protagonist, a hot blonde with a dumb name, should have died within the opening scenes. But Whedon had flipped the genre on its head, endowing her with superhuman powers and her hero's journey. Okay, did he write the original movie? I got to look this up real quick. Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. Directed Fran Rubel Kuzi, Kristen Swanson and Paul Rubin and Donald Sutherland and the great late Dylan McKay. I can't remember his name. He had nothing to do with the movie, so he didn't create this. Okay, the movie already had a girl very powerful. She was the hero. She had to learn how to go from being a cheerleader to a vampire hunter. Like, he didn't create that. And first of all, he didn't create like the idea of a lot of people think Aliens is a horror movie. Okay, sci-fi horror. Ripley, anybody? I mean, she was badass. I think it's kind of dumb to even go there. Who played Cordelia? Okay, so let's just jump through this. So let's see where we start getting bad, Josh. It wasn't just scholars who worshipped him, blah, blah, blah. Celebrities, showrunners, before anyone cared who ran shows. In 2005, the comic book artist Scott Kurtz designed a t-shirt that gestured as Whedon's stature in pop culture. At the time, Josh Whedon is my master now. He did the Ventures movies, the first two. His fan, though, of him is a feminist ally and a impression bolstered by his fundraising efforts. But in recent years, the good guy image has been tarnished by a series of accusations. Each more, and I don't know all of them, so I'm kind of excited to read. I'm not excited, you know what I mean. The good guy image has been tarnished by a series of accusations, each more damning than the last. In 2017, his ex-wife Kai Cole published a sensational open letter about him on the movie blog, The Wrap. She condemned him as a hypocrite preaching feminist ideals and accused him of cheating on her throughout their marriage, including with actresses on the set of Buffy. Then, beginning in the summer of 2020, the actor Ray Fisher and Gal Gadot, who had starred in superhero films directed by Whedon, claimed he mistreated them, with Fisher describing his behavior as gross, abusive, unprofessional, and completely unacceptable. What did he do, though? Do we have that? Have we ever found out exactly like what he said? I want to know what he said, like what was going on. It had to be something bad. We got 28 people still watching me. I really appreciate that. I don't know. I don't know what he said. Does anybody? Alien is a horror movie first, sci-fi second. Thank you. And the best one ever. Yes, absolutely. Sam says the good guy image is just that, an image. Yes. Joss Whedon wrote the Buffy movie. Did he? I didn't see that when I looked at it. Okay. I'm mistaken. See, I have the capability of saying that. Unlike Hollywood, I am mistaken. I did not know that. I really thought that was not him. So thank you. They were soon joined by Charisma Carpenter, who played Cordelia, on Buffy and its spinoff Angel. In a long Twitter post, she wrote that Whedon had a history of being casually cruel. After she became pregnant, heading into Angel's fourth season, he called her fat to colleagues and summoned her into his office to ask, as she recalled, if she was going to keep it. Oh, shit. That's bad. She claimed he had mocked her religious beliefs, accused her of sabotaging the show, and fired her a season later once she had given birth. All the joy of new motherhood had been sucked right out, she wrote, and Josh was the vampire. Wow. Carpenter's comments threw the fandom into crisis. For fan organizations debated changing their name. People on discussion sites wrote agonized posts on Sarah Michelle Gellar's Anguished, who played the titular Slayer, and other Buffy stars offered words of support for Carpenter's online. The community's sense of shock and betrayal could be in part as an indictment of the culture of fandom itself. Whoa, pump the brakes, Vulture. What the hell are you talking about? As a fan, do you believe I think Nick, was that Nick who said it just now? Or no, Sam. Everybody read that. The good guy image is just an image. An image. Don't we realize that? Like, I am a diehard fandom, but I know nobody's perfect. And I know Hollywood is full of twisted people, most likely. I mean, we've heard, look who Drunk 3PO has an actor right on there right now. And he even said, Matthew Marsden, and he even said, I heard him say something about a female actress. If like people heard what she said, they wouldn't even let their kids around her. Like, these people are twisted, but they know how to present themselves to the mainstream media and social media to be accepted. To be accepted. I mean, who was the guy? He died a few years back. Let's go off this for a second. He died a few years back, and he stood up at a Comic-Con. He was an actor. Stood up at a Comic-Con and threw like, what's that kid? Green. He played in Buffy. He was like the wolf. That kid and a couple other people under the bus saying they're like Fredos. And even worse than that. Does anybody remember that kid's name? Oh, man. He killed himself, I think. Or said he was thrown off the bridge. Or some crazy... I mean, the guy was whacked. But I don't doubt there's some funky things going on in Hollywood. Thank you, Eric K. Smash that like and show your at Sporking News podcast love. It means a lot to me, guys. We have a bunch of people watching for a random Monday, and I really appreciate it. Josh left the movie as they rewrote most of the script. Oh, thank you, Andy. After beginning his career in sitcoms, Whedon wrote the horror comedy film Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the film Toy Story, and the science fiction horror film Alien Resurrection in 97. I don't remember watching that one. We can always count on Creepy Little Book to keep us intoxicated. Dude, Creepy Little Book is dope. Dope. I would love to have him on the show. And he definitely has some things I enjoy talking about. I enjoy these solo streams. Thank you, Andy. That means a lot to me, man. Fallen. Okay, I don't know who. Fallen Filk? Corey. Oh, Corey. Yes, you are absolutely right. No, not Corey. Hey, all right. Now I got to look it up. Gary does stuff like this. You guys still hang out with me, right? All right. So, actor accused Seth Green. See, I start writing it. I remember Seth Green of whoa. Wow. I don't know what Daily Stormer is, but the way they present Seth Green, just his name, that is messed up. Why would you even say Jewish Hollywood actor? Like, that's so weird. Is that a bad, like, weird site? I don't know what it is. Isaac Cappy is the guy's name. I don't know if any of you ever seen Isaac Cappy. Look him up. He passed away. Jumped off a bridge, I believe. But check that dude out. I'm telling you, he threw a lot of people under the bus. So check them out. I don't want to talk about it right now. We're having more fun. It gets really creepy. Hollywood always engineers their image. Only now with social media does the curtain fall. It does, but not as much as you should hope it does. The green guy from Angel. No, this is Seth Green. Seth Green I'm talking about. Whedon's best work was on Angel. I believe I'm with you on that. Not Corey Feldman, no. Oh, Oz? No. It's nice to come to a stream without Matt Martigan thinking he is a co-host. We all know it is Culture Casino. That is true. That is true. Oh, it is. Okay. That just popped up and I'm like, why are they pointing out he's like, that is so weird, man. So very against these people. I'm going to tell you that right now, no matter what you think, the comments I make, I might be a little old school on my comments. I used to consider myself a liberal. That's funny. That's why he went over the bridge, right? Right. Yes, he threw people under a bus, but surely the bus driver has a steering wheel, and I think it might have got him. So back to Whedon. So this past, okay, so Buffy Star, the community sense of shock and betrayal as fans. Oh yeah, let's get back to that. The culture of fandom. As fans, we have a bad habit of defying those whose work we respect. Kurtz, the comic book artist, told me, when you build these people up so big they have nowhere to go but down, I don't know why we're surprised when they turn out to be fallible humans who fall. There's a difference between fallible, people that make a mistake, people that go on a bender and destroy their... Look at Robert Downey Jr. He was fallible. He was somebody who drugs controlled his career for many, many years. Knew he was talented. Almost was out of film altogether. And then he got his big chance again and it rewrites history. Robert Downey Jr. is one of my favorite actors from Less Than Zero and Weird Science. I mean, even like go back. He was awesome. And I'm so glad that he came back out on top. This past spring, Whedon invited me to spend a couple of afternoons with him at his home in Los Angeles. By then, I had spoken with dozens of people who knew him. After months of agonizing over whether to grant my request for an interview, he had decided to talk to. Whedon, 57, lives in Santa Monica, 13 blocks from the ocean, on a street lined with magnolia trees and a $5 million home. He deserves it. He worked hard for that. No matter how much of a dick this guy is, that's his money. And I don't know why you have to point that out. His house is open, airy, modern. He sat hunched over on a black leather couch, his fingers clicking together, the thumb tapping each of the other digits in quick succession whenever the conversation shifted toward his recent troubles. Pale and angular, with bags under his eyes, he no longer much resembles the plump-cheeked Puck who once impishly urged a profile writer to describe him as a doughy and jowly. It was a perfect day in Santa Monica, as almost every day in Oh, shut up. You have to just get to the point, people. But we didn't want to stay inside, gazing, blah, blah, blah. His voice, he then thinking of getting curtains. The sun is my enemy, he says. Oh, God. Could we just figure out where he starts talking? Sound of the garage door. Heather's coming back. Blah, blah. All this means nothing to me. Those people had set out to destroy him and would surely seize on his every utterance in an attempt to finish the job. I'm terrified, he said, of every word that comes out of my mouth. Okay. I would be too. Back when he was still God, the kind of obligation to promote network television shows at press junket, Whedon was asked over and over to explain why he wrote stories about strong women. For years, he would answer by talking about his mother. Lee Stearns, who died in 1991, was an activist and unpublished novelist who taught history at an elite private school in the Bronx. One of her students, Jessica Neuwirth, went on to become a co-founder of Equality Now, an organization that promotes women's rights. She also, who has cited Stearns as an inspiration, described her to me as a visionary feminist. In 2016, Equality Now presented Whedon with an award at first he got an award for feminists. Yeah, men on the front line. I get that. A lot of these people get awards for humanitarian work, and they're not humanitarians. Come on. Whedon referred to his mother as extraordinary, inspirational, tough, cool, and sexy. Okay, let me tell you one thing. I will never, ever use the term sexy for my mom. She's been gone now over a decade. Yeah, no one should say sexy for their own mother. That's just weird. Just Life Lessons with Sporking News Podcast. Sitting in the living room, he told me he sees different sides of her now. She was a remarkable woman and an inspiring person, but sometimes those are hard people to be raised by. Okay, so now we're going to blame mommy. Oh, Whedon, don't do it. Whedon had been thinking a lot about his childhood. Yeah, because he has to figure out someone to blame. He has been in the therapy for the past few years. Yeah, because he got caught out. Ever since he checked himself into addiction treatment center in Florida for a month-long stay. As a younger man, he had channeled his pain into his work, but he was never particularly interested in picking apart the stories he always told himself about his past. Now he didn't have much else to do. The allegations against him had led friends to stop calling. He was out of work and wasn't writing. What story could he even tell? There were things about his life he was only beginning to understand, not the things being not the things being said. Sorry. There were things about his life that was only beginning to understand, not the things being said in the press necessarily, but things I'm not comfortable with, he told me. I have nothing going on. I can do some work on me. These people, man. Like, everybody has a tough life. Most people. Nobody's parents are perfect. You learn that when you become a parent. That your parents are humans. They're not perfect. They did the best they could. You just try to do a little bit better with your kids. If he's going to blame his mom for all this, like his treatment of women, that to me that's a disgrace. She can't defend herself. She's been dead since 1991. You're a scumbag, Wheaton, if that's what he's about to do. And I feel like he is. Born Joseph, Wheaton grew up in Palazzo style apartment. God, I suck, people. I cannot read. I'm blowing this up so you guys can read it better than me, probably. There we go. Yeah, this one. Palazzo style apartment building on the Upper West Side. The family spent holidays reading Shakespeare out loud and evenings listening to Sodom and Gomorrah with friends. There wasn't a grown-up who didn't have a drink in their hand by mid-afternoon, because that was the times. He said his father, Tom, was a second-generation television writer whose credits included The Golden Girls and The Dick Cavett Show, which is a cool show. He had lived through many writers' room battles, and he and Lee ran the home as though they were in the thick of one. If you weren't funny or entertaining or agreeing with them, they would cut you down or turn to stone. Jesus Christ. You know what my dad was like? My dad, love him, passed away when I was 23, I think. You were either laughing or you were getting yelled at. Like, there was no real in between. Still one of the greatest men I ever knew. So I just love how everybody blames their parents. Like, I get that. Maybe you have to work through some of that. Like, oh, maybe this is why I do this. But still, it's why I do this. Take responsibility for your actions. Like, yes, if you were abused physically, mentally, it's going to mess you up. A lot of us turn to drugs and alcohol. I know I did. But at some point, you got to let that go. You got to forgive and move on. And if you keep poking at them and saying it's them, or it's those people, or they did it, to me, no one does anything to you unless it's forced. You don't get me wrong. But when it comes to emotions, no one can hurt your feelings. You allow them to hurt your feelings. You allow it. That's at least how I feel about this. Let's go back to the chat, see what you guys are talking about. Oh, Love Face something. Did anybody get that one? Anyone? Bueller? Let's take a quick look. Make sure Love Face something is not still on my... We got that sucker. Thank you, guys. Deleted by Eric K. God, you're a man. Yeah, I have not seen Love Face in a while. I know it's been a while. Eric, I don't know, because you work on a lot of people's stuff. I had about 45 of these type of sites become channel members. like at my lower level, the $1.99 level, for like 1 month. They, for some reason, I don't know if they thought that would be so we couldn't stop them from like writing in the chat, but like I got like 45 of them. So that was like a $80 month. So thank you. How do you strip without clothes? Take off your skin. That was good. I turned to strong coffee. Same here, brother. The hardest part is looking in the mirror and seeing the one person who is truly to blame for one's lot in life. Easier to blame anyone else. RR, perfect, man. Absolutely. Remember to smash those bots and make streaming great again. Yes, and while you're at it, smash the like button. We got 25 people watching. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this format. Let me know with a Y in the chat, I guess. I kind of want to keep doing solo ones. I think it's important for me to make connections with you guys again. If it wasn't for all you guys, my channel members, the people in the chat, like, I mean, the Time Prophet and all you guys that always come, like, it means a lot to me. So please let me know. Eric K says, I was here and banning them for you. Remember, they were becoming members to spam. Oh, that was right. You were here. To spam was so good. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Smashed and maybe. Okay, I'll take a maybe, dude. I think it's going to be good. I like doing these solo ones. It's kind of fun. But let's get back to Wheaton real quick. I don't know how much more of this I could take. How long is this thing? Holy crap. Yeah, we are not reading all this. Okay. I'll put the link in the I don't care. The guy's an idiot. I'll put it here. Here's the link if you guys want to read that article. We need to move on. So real quick, Wednesday, everybody. So Wednesday, I have one of my favorite TikToker, because I'm kind of a big deal over there on TikTok. I got about almost 7,000 followers. No big whoop, whatever. I mean, in YouTube world, that's like 100, whatever. But he was massive at one point, 1 million followers, and then TikTok took him down because he spoke the truth. Conservative Ant is one of my favorite Instagrammers. He's an influencer. He's conservative. He's gay, and he's awesome. And he's going to be on the channel Wednesday. And he's not just those things, but he speaks to something I don't know well enough, to the gay community and how they turned their back on him. So we're going to discuss a little bit of that. It'll be myself, Culture, maybe Mad, maybe. Depends if he can make it through a whole stream with a guest. And maybe Supreme Heretic or ETEP. I don't know. I want to keep it to like only 4 of us though. So that should be a good one. And also we are going to have this gentleman on Saturday night. Saturday is my birthday, my actual birthday. I'll be 46 years old. And one of the best guys out there said he would love to be on the chat or on the panel. So here's this.
They've done great. We got Culture Casino out there. We got Sporking News Podcast. We got author Stephen Walton. We've got Lorena Creole. We've got Vigilante Williamson. We got Jake D. I'm forgetting someone. Oh my God. I'll remember it later. Brain fart. But he says Kathleen Kennedy will never be fired.
Dirterotics.com.
Yes, sir. The great Gary B. That's what I would say in a meeting. Gary B will be on the show. I can never say his last name. Nerdrotic will be on the show Saturday night with Mark with a C. I think will be there. And maybe some other fun guests. You never know. I'll try to keep that one small too. We had Mark on last Saturday. Mark with a C is one of my favorite YouTubers. I think he's one of the most intelligent YouTubers we got out there and someone who speaks from the heart. He's an inspiration to me. Just how open he is about his feelings when it comes to Star Wars and things like that. The connection it made with his kid and stuff. And I can't wait for my kids to get old enough where I feel like they can watch it. My daughter will be 8 in March. We started the Harry Potters. I think she got the first 2. I think Prisoner of Azkaban started scaring her a little bit. So we'll get to that at some point because I love the Harry Potter movies and books. That's just me. We came for the spork, not the guests. I like that. I should make that a shirt. One-man show, nothing hard about looking in a mirror, seen and one org, seen them all. That is true. Are those spammers still paying monthly membership? No, they only did it for like a month. Actually, it might have been 2 months. Like I had over 100 members because of them. So thank you. I'm waiting for like at some point, because I don't know if they're subscribers. Like I go from like wherever I am right now, like down, 50 subs. I'll be like, because in my level, you notice every sub you lose. I don't care what anybody says. We do. We miss that part. Cool. I appreciate that. And we getting some Ys. So, okay, I'll keep doing some solo ones. Read Harley Quinn romance. No. Harley Quinn. I never can say that name either. I would rather, I can't read. Okay, I'm not an unintelligent person. I think I got my IQ checked when I was a kid. It was like 142. But I have a learning disability. So when I see something, I know what it says, but I can't get my brain to say it. I don't know, something like that. Sometimes letters are backwards too. Whatever. He looked maybe more like a Daniel Steele reader. Whatever one has Fabio on it, we're reading it. Why is your screen washed out in color? Is it right now? I don't know what that means. Thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. I'm awesome. Happy birthday in advance. How much did you pay Nerdrock to say that? And did you pay in installments? That is for me to know. Thanks. Thank you, Tommy. You guys rock. You rock. Thank you, everybody who's come out tonight. We're going to go for maybe like 20 more minutes. And then, because I know we got the amazing comics division coming up next. So I'll probably jump on that maybe if I can. That should be fun. Ruben is here. Good to see you, bloody. An org or org? I think it's the first one. I posted the links for everyone when Gary went through the list. Thanks, bro. You freaking rock, dude. Aw, Jane. Jane is here. Jane's one of my favorite people, dude. She is awesome. Where did you get that Jane emo thing? That's not on my... What is that? How did you do that? That is awesome. I want one. The werewolf scene scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. See? Missed my super chat. Did you have a super chat? Oh, there it is. Holy heck, Sporking. Do you know how long this article is? The audience is going to fall asleep. Thank you for $4.99 Culture Casino. That's why I moved on. And we are moving away from Josh Wheaton. I kind of don't know where to go next, but I think I just like this. I just want to show it because I think it's hilarious. Jeremy Irons, great actor. Jeremy Irons says Snyder Cut couldn't have been worse than dreadful Justice League. He didn't watch it though. 4 years have passed since the critically maligned, I freaking need a reader. Justice League hit theaters, but the film stars still have a lot to say about it. Last week, Ben Affleck described the Justice League reshoot as a low point in his career. It just was the worst experience. It was awful. It was everything that I didn't like about this. But now Irons says to the list of Justice League stars with harsh words for the film. In an interview with Variety promoting his role as Neville Chamberlain in Netflix Munich, The Edge of War, Irons was asked if he watched the original director Zack Snyder's and the revised one. He goes on, strangely, I think I have it. I haven't seen it. I shall have to hunt it out and see if I don't know why I'm doing that. Have it somewhere online or on DVD. I remember talking to Zack Snyder before he did it and being very interested to see what he came up with. It couldn't have been worse than the theatrical version. When reminded that some viewers found the film dreadful, he replied, well, so did I. So like, they're all just coming out and just bashing. The DCEU is disgusting, man. Like, They have Batman. They have Superman. You could stop there. Just stop there. Tell me what other fandom has that much power behind it. You can't tell me Iron Man or Captain America hold a candle. Spider-Man is the only other one. Like, to me, growing up, it was Spider-Man and Daredevil. I mean, I got Daredevil up here. I love Daredevil. I don't know if any of my Spideys made it to the wall, but I like Superman Funeral for a Friend was a great one. I got some Avengers over here. I've got Iron Man over there. Daredevil up here. Yeah, I got to get some of my Spideys out. But, like, you're telling me, if you took my two favorites, Spider-Man and Daredevil, and put them up against Batman and Superman, how the hell don't you win? What up, Yeti? How don't you win? Seriously. DJ Scandalous. Only 46. Happy early birthday. I am only 46, man. I'll be 46. How old are you, dude? I saw your throwback pictures. Looking good, bro. Looking good. If you want to stop by for the Saturday, just DM me. Seriously. I would love to have you. I need you on the show, man. I enjoy your takes on movies and stuff. You really got some good stuff. I had someone make it for me. It's a Twitch emoji. I got Twitch. I get Twitch stuff. I like that. I know it's not a Jawa, but I still think you have one of the coolest avatars besides mine. Oh, Time Prophet. Okay, not me. That sucks. Should be about me. Everything about me, guys. Well, orgs are racist, don't forget. Don't forget. But anyways, back to the conversation. Seriously, good day. Good day. Good day. Working but lurking. I love you, brother. That is Raging Rhino, guys. You want to see an actual person who does this better? Raging Rhino. I suck at this. I love talking to you people, but I am not very good at it. Because I kind of go off on tangents like I am right now. But I appreciate you guys watching. So let's get back to Batman and Superman. Tell me any other duo. Seriously, you have Batman and Superman. That should have been a home run. And you had Ben Affleck, who I didn't think I was going to like as Batman. Turned out to be great. Really good. Yeah, really, really good. And you had Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill is Superman, guys. He's what I expect Superman to look like. Not Clark Kent as much because he's too jacked, but damn, that is Superman. It's like you took the animated Superman and put him on screen. That dude is way too good looking. God dang. But they want to get rid of him. Why? Because he's an actual fan? Like, who runs Warner Brothers? Like, who makes these decisions? They don't listen to the fans at all. It's like they sit around in these bubbles and they just listen to, oh, Trevor, what do you think? Oh, Henry Cavill, he's too much into the people. Get rid of him. Feed him cake. I'm talking about cake. My wife made me some cake. I gotta take a bite. You tell me. Who? Sorry about that. Who could screw that up? Seriously. Oh, that's right. Warner Brothers. Let's just check out what Warner Brothers is thinking about right now. Warner WB ruins DCEU. That's all I'm going to put. This is, okay, Screen Rant. Let me share this. I'm going to share my screen. You're going to watch the magic as it happens, people. WB is wasting DCEU hype by not capitalizing on the Okay, so even they knew that. Let's go to news and see if anything's up to date. Nothing. WB and DC gang up against Henry Cavill. Let's look at this one, guys. This is from when? This must be European because it says 1906. So was that July 19th, 2021. WB and DC gang up against Henry Cavill for destroying Superman. He destroyed Superman? What? This is Dick Dong? What? DK Ong Ding? I don't know this site, but we're going to look at it. Henry Cavill has been dancing around the question of him reprising the role of Superman for months now. Did he ever actually dance around it, or said he would love to do it if the opportunity arose? Didn't he say that? However, with the news coming out about his debut in the MCU, is that even a thing anymore? I thought he was going to play Captain Britain. Does anybody know? Insiders' comments have revealed that WB blames the actor for ruining the DCEU and Superman. Holy crap. How can you say that? I know this is like 6 months old, 7 months old, but I don't care. Before Man of Steel and Zack Snyder came calling, Cavill did not have a lot on his shoulders. However, the young man from England soon became the world's heartthrob with his acting chops playing Superman. He became one of the key players. Yes, he did. Okay. Early in 2022, Henry Cavill opened up about how much he loved playing Superman. He did. He acknowledged that the role helped launch him to superstardom and cemented his space in Hollywood. However, WB has said that Henry Cavill ruins Superman with his decisions, and that is why DCEU didn't take off in the first place. Wait a minute. Did the WB actually say that? Let's go down. Hold on. This is crazy. WB's woes with Henry Cavill started with rumors of him working with Disney. However, insiders have also claimed that his future role is MCU as Captain Britain, which would be freaking awesome. That would be awesome. Are upset with Henry Cavill because he went behind their backs to work with Disney, their main competitor. The rift worsened with WB announcing the Superman reboot during Cavill's birthday week. Okay. Cavill didn't come out and be like, I'm working with Disney. I'm working on some things. He was asked, I remember the interview, he was asked if he would do what role he would want in the MCU, because people thought of him for Wolverine. I didn't think he would be good. He's too pretty. And he brought up Captain Britain. So that was a question asked of him. Okay. They decided to release that they were going to reboot Superman during his birthday week. And then did they also take him out of the Shazam finale? The final scene or the post-credit thing? The announcement alongside the Disney talks has meant that WB has unceremoniously labeled Cavill as a villain for the future of the DCEU. Recently, insider Grace Randolph commented on how Henry Cavill had unfollowed WB on Instagram, though Henry Cavill ruins Superman's future is a big charge. His problem with the studios have been long going. This is ridiculous, man. Do we have anything more up to date? Let's see. How Marvel played hide and seek with Scarlett Johansson at the time of casting her for Black Widow. God, she's hot. Robert Downey Jr. rejects Sebastian Stan and made Chris Evans Captain America. Wow, there's some shit going on here. Yeah, this whole Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is inspired by Kurt Cobain. That is so lame. Because that's when I think Batman, I think Kurt Cobain. Don't you? They have no solution, waiting for a referral. Oh, sorry, dude. Didn't want to read that. My bad. Hope everything's okay. And no, I was not referring to a character from Revenge of the Nerds or the sequels. Oh, I loved Ogre. Yes. FYI, yes. ETEP is currently streaming. Go over there. Seriously. He's awesome. I love ETEP. Tell him I sent you guys. It's a spork raid or whatever you guys call it. Maria with a T and Telly says, cheers to all. You are a sweetheart. Thank you for stopping by. We do have Andy for $2, $2 more bucks. Thank you, brother. Need to go. Thank you for a wonderful stream. Thank you, man. I hope we do this again. 33, unfortunately. You're only, wow, man, you are young. Why is that unfortunately? You're jacked, kid. I don't mean to call you kid. It sounds good. I'll DM you. Yeah, definitely, dude. I'd love to have you on. You like how I did that? I dangled Gary to get you on. Because you rock. You guys are huge. I'll take you both. That's awesome. You're the best though, man. I really do. Last time you were on, we had a lot of fun, so I hope you enjoy it. Spider-Man and Daredevil are my favorite, but Superman would win. Exactly. And I'm not even talking about a fight. I'm talking about like iconic characters. iconic roles. I mean, Superman. You can't, and Batman is like, they were created, what, 30 years before Spider-Man? 30, 40 years before Daredevil? Like, they just have been part of Americana for so long. You know, Marvel has created some great characters. You know, Disney has destroyed them, but Marvel did create Stan Lee and Ditka and all those guys created great characters, but they are not Superman and they are not Batman. Like, those are two badass characters, and they're not even my favorites. I find that really kind of crazy. Cavill is a white male. That is true. Ben would have been an amazing Batman if given the script. Yeah, like, I really hate that Ben went through what the hard drug or drinking that he went through, because if he did his own Batman, like written, directed, and starred, first off, we wouldn't have gotten Twilight Batman, who said he has to be punking us. He has to be punking us. How do you inspire Bruce Wayne from Kurt Cobain? Like, it makes no sense. God, that makes no sense. Oh, off topic. Anybody looking Moon Knight? I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that. Become the company is run by woke deconstructionist nut jobs. That's probably true. Christopher Reeves has never been beaten as Superman. Christopher Reeves even fought himself in one. Don't forget that. He also straight and thinks for himself. That's a no. And yeah, that is your absolute toxic man flu. Orgasmo and Choda Boy, Batman and Superman. If they replace Henry, get Richard Manning. He was the only highlight of the Eternals due to his Supermanish. I mean, they even say it in the movie. I like him. There was I want to say it was a show where he's like a bodyguard. I forgot the name of it. Maybe it is The Bodyguard. I just think the kid's talented. And I also think Jon Snow, the one who plays Dean Black Knight in the movie, he's a talented actor too. It's the scripts we get. I mean, if you look at the cast of the Eternals, that could have been a great movie. And I'm starting to hear whispers, like the director, and maybe they're not whispers. I'm lying. I don't have any context, so don't think I do. But I've heard people say like the director wanted to go in a much darker direction, because I thought the beginning of that movie was pretty good. It just kind of lost itself somewhere. I mean, you never got to really feel for those characters. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't hate. I just didn't care. Maybe that's it. Like, when you have an ensemble cast like that, you need to work really hard to make you want to like or hate them. Some type of emotional response. And I feel like the Eternals, we didn't get that. I don't know if you guys agree, but yeah, Richard Madden. Yes, you're correct. WB had the last 2 or so years to lock Henry down with a contract. Not Henry's fault. They are wasting his time. Yeah, he's an actor. He's got to work. They credited RK Outpost for the video clip. Attaboy, Ryan. Wait a minute. What video clip? I love Ryan. Ryan's always on the show. Ryan like comes every 2 months. The dude is like clockwork. And he supports me. Look, I don't care what anybody has to say. Nerdrotic, Drunk 3PO, RK Outpost, Midnight's Edge After Dark, Midnight's Edge, Espino, all the Midnights. I'm missing some bigger guys, and I apologize, but they support the shit out of my channel. DJ shows up, dude. DJ's massive on YouTube, guys. He's awesome too, and he knows a lot of history about rap. But he shows up in my chat all the time. Like, when you get these bigger YouTubers, and I know Gary watches and others, and Drunk and Ryan, they don't always want to chat. I have no problem with you guys throwing your name out there and letting people just say, hey, Gary, so go right ahead, Gary. But like, I appreciate these people. They made me want to create a channel. Drunk 3PO actually was the reason I created my channel. I was in a chat. He was like, it was a phone stream he was doing, and he just was so excited that he could do a phone stream, and he was just like talking very positively about like, don't wait. And this goes out to any of you. Let me say this to you too. Don't wait. You guys remember when I started my channel, I had a laptop, I had a Chromebook. I had no microphone. I had earbuds, and I started making videos and streaming with people. Don't wait. Don't say, oh, when I can afford a camera or a better computer. Look at Tommy. Tommy's one of my favorite YouTubers, and his internet sucks. He'll tell you that himself. So I just go out there and follow what, like, it's a dream of mine to build something, you know, and I like to talk. I don't know if you guys know that. And I like to talk about these things. So why not try to create something on YouTube, and why not, you know, I make a little bit of money off of YouTube, and I try to put it back into the company, back into the YouTube. And you guys have gotten me such great stuff, cameras and computers, just from donations and members. And that's not what it's about though. It's about this connection we have as a fandom. It's so toxic out there, man. I'm so sick of toxic things. I don't want to fight. I don't want to stand up against anybody except for Hollywood. I don't want to stand up against other fans, other channels. I want to be friends with everybody. I'm done with the battling. I just not here. It's all about positivity here, unless we're talking about Hollywood or, you know, politics. But like as a community, that's what I want it to be, a community of people. Just, I don't care if you talk bad about me. I'm not going to come and fight you on it unless I can monetize your ass. If I can monetize it, I'll battle you. Other than that, I don't care. I want to have fun. I want to talk to cool people that I would never meet in my life because they live all over the world. I mean, look at, I talk to people in Australia all the time. Raging Rhino, the McCabe brothers, you know, Mr. Grant Gregory, so many cool people I've met, you know, all over the world. Why? Because I just want to learn, and I want to talk. Jane Theory has opened, and Lorena Carrillo, Jane Theory and Lorena Carrillo have taught me so much just about life that I have never experienced, you know, as a white male. Things that I never would have thought of, like POS. No, I'm sorry, not POS. POC. Holy shit, I really did not mean that. POC, like, is meaning how that's a bad term, lumping every person into that cult. You have white and you have POC. That's just not good. But I never would have thought of that unless I met really interesting people like that. Script Doctor, you know, always makes me think when I talk to him. Nina Infinity has always been so gracious and nice and always invites me on. There's so many people that I don't stream with that much anymore, but I still like love, you know, and I love watching. It's all about positivity, man. I'm getting all sappy. I'm sorry, but it's true. Really quick before that. Yes. Fellowship, man. Yes. Even Stephen Walton. I love that bastard. I love him, but it's time. I'm focusing on my channel right now. I know we were all doing the rogues and all that stuff, and we always try to build something, but it's time just to take a step back, everybody. Like Machini. Machini has a great channel. Let's focus on his channel. I want to focus on my channel. I want to meet new, interesting people. Like I'm having Conservative Ant. I would probably never have done that before, but I want to talk to cool people. I want to be a Rogan. Just not as hated, but as rich. Machini draws for $10 for your birthday stream. Thanks, man. You should totally do a roast of your first video from September 2019, Scott. Happy birthday, brother. You know what? Thank you. That might be one thing we do. We'll watch my first video. I like that. I do. I like that. Tons of awesome, cool people from around the world. And Stig Kenobi. Yes. I haven't talked to Stig in a while, but I love him. I love him. You know, like, it's just a cool community. And I'm not talking, you know, the Fandom Menace or this or that, because I'm just done with labels right now. Like, it's just, I want to meet cool people. I don't care what you like, what you're into. If I think what you're doing is cool or I'm into what then let's chill. That's what I'm thinking. But we're going to call it a night, guys. That's about an hour and a half, and I want to make sure you guys hit ETEP and also Comics Division. So please, if somebody has a link to ETEP, throw it in the chat. Everybody go check him out. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. This was a lot of fun. I want to thank everybody who threw a super chat out and my channel members. You know, you guys are really the lifeblood of this, and I hope to do this more often with you guys because it means a lot to me. All right? Take care, everybody. See you soon.